Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
How about this? These guys aren't wasting any time. They told us in our production meeting that they were going to be aggressive, take some shots downfield, but I didn't know they'd open the game like this, especially in a playoff, this much on the line.
But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Inside the 35 now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Snags a quick throw. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry.
It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Poor starting field position here for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Breaking free at the 35. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. Defense is coming after him. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He'll try a pass here. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's on the run. Launches deep. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Looking for some space. It's Daniels. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And now from the pistol formation.
Florida 7, Kentucky 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Florida. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Try and muscle for the first down. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And it's caught inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Kentucky. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chip in and Wake Kirk just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so we'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Breaking free at the 35. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive 1st half. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To the air. It's Lagway. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Running back carry. Tackle is made.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And looking for a big play here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get... It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And after all that, it's a 2-point conversion. Wow.
I don't know about you, Chris, but didn't it seem that the kicking team just kind of froze after the blocked PAT? It made it a lot easier for the defense once they blocked it to just return it all the way back, and that's 2 points.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Dump off caught by the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Motion by the back, defense better adjust. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense is set up with a 1st down and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. A pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. A much-needed score, Kirk. They're trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. He's not going to get there. The try fails. It's still a 2-score game now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Breaking free at the 35. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. The 30, inside the 20. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
And nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
He's swarmed by the defense. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Florida offense retakes the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the 1st half, backed up near their own end zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Eludes a tackle. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get...
He'll take a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Took contact on the throw. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first sample play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Returner looking to make a play here. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, it's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Look at this. He'll go deep again. He's got it near the end zone. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the comeback continues. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside and the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The It's a short completion to the big tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short with the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here we go on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us some arm strength. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida 29, Kentucky 26.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
BT up and good, so the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Scanning the field. It's Lagway. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Gators. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage. Allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
The kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Kentucky 33.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, looking to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Important 2nd down play coming up. Handoff heading left. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Can he make it to the marker? Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. They jump in front here in the 4th. Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The secondary backed up off the ball now. He'll hand it off. Oh, what a move. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Give it to the back again. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
The shotgun running play call. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
We're set for an exciting finish. Not much time left. Offense likely has one final drive. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action to get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. The Gators looking to cash in this red zone trip. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. There's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's leg way. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Nice 1st down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice 1st down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.